What's up, YouTube? It's Bria, and I'm back with my almost 1 month postpartum update. And I just want to start by saying that I appreciate y'all so much. Everybody that reached out to me, everybody that's inspired by me, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all. But all in all, I still wanted to share my birthing experience with everybody because I still got the full experience of how I wanted to do my home birth and all that. So I'm gonna start by telling y'all my water broke and while I was in labor. So I woke up on a Thursday. Let me see what day that was. May 5th? I think that was May 5th. Okay, so I woke up because I had to pee. So my homeboy over there sleeping shit. I go in the bathroom. Well, on my way to the bathroom, it's a little still trickling down my leg. So I'm like, dang, I done waited too long. I should have got out the bed. But anyways, so I felt a little shit trickling down my leg or whatever. So I was like, damn, I done waited too late. I should have got up to go pee. I'm being lazy. Okay, so I keep walking and I'm knowing if I start peeing, I know how to stop it. I know how to flex the muscles. But so I get to the toilet and I look, and Tokyo, she's just walking behind me leaking. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So I pull my pants down. Y'all, the panties just look like they been soaked in the river. So I was like, damn, what the fuck is this? Cause it had a little yellow tint to it, but I know me. I'ma drink that water, so my pee ain't finna be no yellow. Not yellow for me to be able to see in some underwear. Okay, so I was like, okay, cool. I'm finna just text my midwife, send her a little picture of my underwear, let her know what's going on or whatever. So she texts me like, yeah, your water broke. So I told my homeboy, I'm like, bruh, my water broke. He like, man, stop fucking playing, bro. You been playing this whole time. You been playing your whole 9 months. You think everything funny. You think everything a joke, going off, y'all. I'm just laughing. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I ain't even playing this time. Like, I'm for real. My water really broke. He like, what you doing? You need to call the midwife. You ain't even give me her number. I'm saying, what you doing, bro? I'm like, I already texted her and told her. Well, why you just not waking me up? I just don't want to hear all that. You doing too much. You probably just need to go back to sleep, really. Okay, so I'm like, man, I ain't scared of them, but I really don't know what to do. Like, my water done broke. So my mama on her way to work, I go up and I'm like, Mom, my water broke. She like, bro, you need to stop playing. I'm like, nah, I ain't playing. So I done showed her my leg, you know, the water just running down the leg or whatever. She like, real, your water broke for real? I'm like, yeah. She like, okay, well, I'm finna go to work. Let me know if you need me. You finna do what? You finna go to work, let you know I need you right now. I don't know what to do next. What I'm supposed to do? She like, Bria, I don't know. It's been 25 years since I had a baby. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. So I'm trying to make a YouTube. She keep barking, bro. That's why I keep putting it in the house. And Z keep letting her out the door. All right, well, I'm gonna give her another chance. Tokyo, don't come out here barking in my video no more. Or you going back in the house. Okay, y'all, so I go, I'm just like, okay, I'm finna just get back in the bed and watch TV or something because I don't know what to do. So I sat there and I started feeling a little cramps in my back, but it wasn't that major because, you know, it's just a little cramp. So I was like, oh, these contractions, okay. All right, so they're probably like 30 minutes apart. Okay, so then I started feeling contractions in my back and in my stomach, and I just feel like, you know, there's too much going on at one time, so I gotta get up. I gotta do something. I gotta get up and walk around. I gotta do something. So I text my midwife because they done started being 10-15 minutes apart. She like, okay, I'm on my way. It took about an hour and something to get here. Okay, she get here. My people and them like, y'all hungry? They up in here eating big ass boxes of Popeye's chicken and all that. We done blew the pool up, filled it up with the water. So I'm just chilling in the pool having contractions, you know, switching position to position because I don't know what to do. It's just trying to do something to just make it feel right. That shit don't feel right. You can't do nothing about it but take it. But okay, so I'm having contractions. They 10-15 minutes apart. Got my little playlist going or whatever. So I'm really trying to get in my zone. You know, I'm trying to do a little hypnobirthing. Trying to get in my zone or whatever. But I got so many people over here, like my cousins, my auntie, my mama, the midwife, her assistant, which is her daughter, and her baby that she just recently had. And it's not too much going on for me, but it's just like, y'all having a party, I'm over here in labor. Like, y'all must forgot why y'all here. Y'all is over there lit. But anyways, so I stayed in the pool for a little while. When the contractions get real intense, I get out the pool, go let the hot water run on my back in the shower. I don't know what they were doing for me, but it was doing something. The contractions didn't stop, but it was just something about that hot water hitting my back. It really felt good. Okay, so I do that for pretty much the whole day. Okay, so I'm still having contractions. I'm thinking like, you know, they 10-15 minutes apart, so they finna start being like 5 minutes apart. Then I'm finna have a baby. But now, they slow down, pick back up, slow down, pick back up. So I'm really just walking around the house for like 24 hours, like to the next day. No sleep, because these contractions ain't letting me sleep. Okay, so the next day, I wake up, I'm not having contractions anymore. So I'm like, finna go walk around this block or something, because I ain't trying to have this stuff starting over, none of that. Finna go walk around the block. So I go walk around the block, come back, nothing. I don't feel nothing. So, sit down, chilling. Baby just dancing around. She just moving. But she ain't contracting me. Like, I ain't having contractions no more. But she just really just moving around and stuff. Okay, so that whole day go by, nothing. I mean, I started back. I was having contractions, but it wasn't just like intense for me to have to get in the pool and have to go get in the shower, let the hot water run down my back, and then it just really wouldn't hurt me like that no more. Or I don't know if I had got used to that level of contractions or what, but it wouldn't hurt me no more. Okay, so the third day come around, back to back. Matter of fact, when it's time to go to bed, I can't go to sleep because the contractions have started going back to back again. So this at this point it's 48 hours I done been woke. Okay, so that third day come around, she got me doing exercises. I'm talking about peanut ball, exercise ball, all that. And I got videos of me on the peanut ball, me on the exercise ball and all that. So y'all will know exactly what that is. But I'm just gonna fast forward to May 9th, the 4th day, where I actually had her, because them 2 days in between, I kind of really don't remember. I just remember pain. But I also remember not being able to eat, and all I drank was body warmer and water for 4 days. Don't know how I had the strength to push baby out, because I hadn't ate nothing. Like, I was so weak that I was trying to drink something. It was just like the midwife basically had to hold my drink for me because I was shaking so bad. But anyway, so the Sunday, I go back there, tell my homeboy, I'm like, oh, you can go get you some more clothes or whatever, because I'm having contractions, but I don't think I'm finna have her just like right now. So he was like, man, I don't want to just leave and then miss everything. And I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't gonna let that happen. You know, you'll be back before I really just get the pushing and stuff. Like, I know what time I'm finna have a baby. Okay, so he like, all right. So he get the stuff, he leave or whatever. So my other homeboy pulled up trying to come check on me and stuff. And my mama telling him like, well, she having real bad contractions right now, back to back. She probably don't want to talk right now, so you can just come back later. She was like, she gonna have a baby by 12 though. She just talking though. But you know, probably like 11:55, I was like, I'm finna go get in the shower, because these contractions really hurt bad. So I need something. Like, I need something. I gotta go do something. Okay, so before I get in the shower, I always sit on the toilet, because you know, it feel like you gotta pee, you feel like you gotta shit. You don't know what you gotta do. You just feel like something. Okay, so I sat down, try to pee, ain't she come out. Feel like I had a shit, but I hadn't ate nothing, so I don't got nothing to shit out. So I'm just like, let me put my hand down there. I kid you not, y'all. Put my fucking hand down there. Felt the baby hair. I know I just got a real fresh wax before all this, because I know I'm finna have somebody record me and all, so I got made sure I got a wax. I was like, no, that's something. That's some hair. Like, that's a person right there. So I called my midwife. I'm like, Miss Sabrina, you need to come on, because I feel her head. Like, she right there. I can feel her. So she come in there, she's like, oh yeah, it's time to push. So I was like, time to push. Okay, cool. So we already done let the water out of the pool because the water had got cold. So we hadn't filled the pool back up yet, y'all. So I'm just telling her like, man, I'm finna just have the baby in the shower. If that's great, she like, yeah, it's wherever you want to do it at. Okay, so I try this position from the bed. Try the position with my leg cocked up on the side of the tub. Then I just sat in the tub. Had one leg out the tube, one leg still in the tube. And we start the pushing process. And I had my baby by 12:30. And y'all, when she came out, she wasn't breathing. And my midwife, she ain't really just panic, but you know, she trying to give her mouth to mouth or whatever. But she talking to me like, come on, mama, talk to her with me. And I'm just like, I can't talk to her. She really just not panicking, but she never had this happen to her before. So, well, you know what? I take that back. She said she has had that to happen to her, but mouth to mouth usually bring them back. But when I pushed my baby out and I seen she wasn't crying, she wasn't really she wasn't here. So she telling me like, talk to her, you know, try to help me bring her back. And I'm like, in my mind, like I really can't say nothing, but in my mind, I'm like, she not coming back. But I don't want to say that to her because, you know, me saying that probably sound crazy, like, but I'm thinking in my mind, like, she not coming back. And I'm not mad at her because I named my baby Zola Niara for a reason. And her name means stay in peace with purpose. Zola means stay in peace. The whole time I'm pregnant, I'm speaking this over her life, like, her name's Zola. Anybody asking me something about my baby, they're going to say her name. Anytime somebody asks me what I'm naming her, I'm going to tell them her name. And I'm also going to tell them what the name means. So I'm really preparing myself for something that I don't know I'm preparing myself for. And I'm really setting my baby up to stay in peace. But I don't know that. I mean, and to the typical person, it probably would be a crazy way to think of. You probably just feel like, you know, you should go into a depression. I mean, not should, but you know, most people go into a depression. They don't want to talk to nobody. They don't want to do nothing. Like, it's just like, wow, I just went through 9 months. A whole 9 months just for my baby to be here and she's not really here, you know. But I took it as stay in peace. Coming to this world, there is no way you can stay in peace. Like, no way possible. Because no matter how good of a parent you have, how good of a support system you have, family, friends, anything, no matter how much of a good of anything that you have, you're still going to have to deal with chaos because this world is chaotic. It's nothing that you can do to protect nobody from the world. Like, if you come into this world, you're gonna have to deal with some of the negativity of the world. So instead of me getting down about the situation or being depressed, now, come on now, y'all know I'm gonna cry about it. And I don't even cry because I feel like I want my baby here. I would have loved to have her here. But I also know that the universe works in mysterious ways and it's a reason for everything, so I don't argue with it. But I just feel like she wanted to stay in peace. The whole time, throughout my whole pregnancy, she active all day, heartbeat steady, you know. It's damn near the same steady heart rate every single time I go. I mean, well, not go, but every time my midwife come to check her heartbeat, it's pretty much the same every single time, like perfect. So I'm just like, this pregnancy was too perfect. Like, this was a special child. She probably was gonna be too much for me. Like, she was definitely gonna be too much for the world. The world wasn't gonna be too much for her. She was gonna be too much for the world. So I just feel like her name, that's all I could think of. Like, her name meant stay in peace. And how can I get mad? Like, how can I argue with? I cannot argue with it because I spoke that over her life. And this world fucked up, so I don't blame her. Like, and I know she's just a baby. She don't really have no knowledge of humanity at all. So I feel like that from the womb, a baby is just a spiritual being that's trying to find out how to live the human life. And my baby was just so spiritual that she felt like, as long as I'm inside my mama womb, I'm fine. But you thinking I'm finna come out there to that impurity and that chaos? I'm not. I'll come out there, I'll let you see me and let you know that this is the same baby you seen in your dream. Because y'all, I kid you not, I had a dream about this chocolate baby. And I just kept saying, man, I want a chocolate baby so bad. But I know my baby not going to be chocolate because that's what I want. So I seen this chocolate baby in a dream, and I'm just holding her in my arm. She got some hair. I was worried about that hair now, cause I ain't have a leak. Like, she got some hair, she chocolate, and she started smiling, and I said, now didn't I tell you to have some dimples? This is what I said in my dream. Didn't I tell you to have some dimples? And she just started laughing, and I woke up from the dream. But when I tell y'all, I birthed the same baby that I dreamed about, and she didn't have no dimples either. But I birthed the same baby that I dreamed about, and I just feel like, you know, all of that was for a reason. And I'm waiting to have another dream to confirm that everything that I'm thinking is what's really going on. But besides the fact of me having a stillborn, I enjoyed everything about pregnancy. I enjoyed my pregnancy. I enjoyed the birthing experience and all that. And you know, some people probably would like to say, she should have went to the hospital, she should have did this, she should have did that. If she would have been going to the doctor, she would have knew something was wrong or something. Nobody better not ever be brave enough to say that to me. But I don't know. It's hard for me to make people, normal people, understand. But anything that was going to happen was going to happen. There is no other route I could have taken to make it was nothing I could do about that. I don't care if I would have went to 5 different doctors from the time I got pregnant to the time I had her. If it was meant for her to be here, she was gonna be here. And no matter how my baby would have came, I don't care if she would have had heart problems, because they're saying that she had a heart problem. I'm not saying I don't believe them, but anyways, they're saying that she had a heart problem. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have been happy to take care of my baby throughout a situation like that. But let's just be honest. That's probably a miserable life to live. I've never lived in a life of sickness, but I mean, when I was younger, I had asthma or something, but I never lived in a life of sickness. So like, the world already crazy. And if you come here with a problem that you got to deal with for forever, it just like torture to me. I feel like there's torture, and I would much rather my baby to be at peace and stay in peace than for her to have to come to a cruel world and fight anything off that I can't help her with. If I could have took it, I would have took it for her, and I would have fought it off. But that's not how it goes. So I just feel like anybody with anything negative to say about me having a home birth or anything, you probably should just say that to the next person. Don't say that shit to me, because I'm gonna spaz out. But I know y'all been waiting for an update, so here it is. I just wanted to come let y'all know I'm doing fine. I appreciate everybody for the calls, the texts, the edible arrangements, especially. Y'all really were fucking with me with them edible arrangements. Them fucking fruit been so good. I'm finna order me one, just because that fruit's so good, y'all. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that with y'all. I hope everybody's life has been going well, and I'll talk to you guys later.